Hi everyone. Thank you all are good. We are here for question and math. You can find all the lessons and the students of math. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to page 7 math and then click on all lessons. Here you can find a list of chapters. We going to start with the chapter 2 dimensional figures. Lessons we came to cover today are identify complementary, supplementary, vertical adjacent, and conjugate titles. Find measures of complementary, supplementary, vertical, and adjacent angles. Transversals of parallel lines. Find lengths and measures of basic lines and angles. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. But I'm on grade 7 math. Let's just start with the lesson. Two-dimensional chapter we're on right now is two-dimensional figure. That is identify complementary, supplementary, vertical, adjacent, and congruent angles. What is an angle that is adjacent of angles is? So we need to find the adjacent angle of angles is. So here is angle 6. Here is angle 6. So adjacent angle to angle 6 is angle 5 and angle 1. They both have the adjacent angles. Adjacent angles shares a vertex and a side, but no interior points. So adjacent angles share the vertex and the side, but no interior points. So angle 6, the interior angle to angle 6 is angle 5 and angle 1. Noted. What is an angle that is congruent to angle BG? So BGD. The congruent angle to angle BGD is. Other than itself, what is an angle that is congruent to angle BGD? Congruent angles have the same measure. Vertical angles are both from opposite each other. When two lines intersect, vertical angles are congruent. So angle PGT. So other than angle PGT, angle AGP is congruent to angle PGT. Angle DGE and angle EGA, they all are congruent to angle BG. Okay, let's just start with the test question. Which angle is vertical angle to angle 5? The vertical angle to angle phi is angle theta, right? That is on the opposite side of the intersecting lines to angle phi. So angle 2 is an angle, angle 2 is the vertical angle to angle phi. Which angle is supplementary to angle phi? Supplementary to angle 4 is angle 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Other than itself, what is an angle that is congruent to angle PGD? Angle PGD, that is AGB, PE, PGE, and PGA. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which angle is complementary to angle CDE? Angle CDE, the complementary angle is BDC. Option number 4 is the correct option, that is angle BDC. Option number 4 is the correct option. Other than itself, which angle is congruent to angle 2? Angle that is congruent to angle 2 is angle 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which angle is congruent to angle AFB? Option A is the correct option. That is EFD, EFE, and EFA. They all are congruent to angle AFB. Option number 1 is the correct option. They all are the congruent to angle AFB. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Take it away in just 1 minute lesson. The next lesson is find the measure of complementary spectral and religious and temples. What is the value of angle J? So that is a right angle, right? So that is 60 degree and J is 30 degrees. So 60 plus 30 is 90. So angle J was 30 degrees, right? Because the angle is 90 degrees. So like 60 plus 30 is 90. So yes, the angle is 90. What is the offset? Angle F and angle 80 degrees are vertical angles, right? Vertical angles are angles formed opposite each other when two lines intersect. Vertical angles are congruent. Vertical angles are congruent. So they have the same. So F equals 80 degrees. Start with the test questions. What is the value of FC? So angle CM and the 70 degrees are the vertical angles. They're exactly the same measures and the same measures 70 degrees function and the correct option. What is the value of M? That is the supplementary angle. Supplementary angle appears to 180. That is n plus 80 degrees is 100 degrees. So n equals 180 minus 80. That equals 100 degrees. Option number one is the correct option. I think n equals 100 degrees. What is the value of so 60 degrees plus P equals 90 degrees. So P equals 90 minus 60. So P equals 30 degrees. So the one is the correct option and the B is 30 degrees option in the means the correct option that is 30 degrees. What is the value of F and the left and 80 degrees are vertical angles so they measures exactly the same vertical and common and also they measures the same. So that is the version but choose the correct option. The correct option already What is the value of n? So the sum of angle n and 30 degree is 70 degrees, right? 30 degree plus n equals, so n equals 70 minus 30 is 40 degree. Option number one is the correct option, and the n is 40. Option one is the correct option, that is 40 degrees. What is the value of P, which is the correct option? T plus 40 degree equals 90 degree. So T equals 90 degree minus 40 degree equals 50 degrees. Option number two is the correct option. So 50 degree plus 40 degree equals 50 degrees. 50 degree plus 40 degree is 90 degrees. Option number two is the correct option. That is 50 degrees. What is the value of C? Angles C and 60 degrees are vertical angles. So they measures exactly the same angle. C equals 60 degrees. Option number one is the correct option. What is the value of T? So R plus 30 degrees equals 180 degrees. R equals 180 minus 30 equals 150 degrees. Option number one is the correct option. So R equals 150 degrees. Option number one is the correct option. What is the value of 8K? Okay, plus 50 degree equals 180. So K equals 180 minus 50, that equals 130 degrees. That is K equals 130 degrees. Option number one is the correct option. What is the value of U? U plus 70 degree equals 180. So the value of U is that is 110 plus 70 equals 180. Option number two is the correct option. Option number two is the correct option. What is the value of H? So angle H equals 30 degree plus 40 degree. So 30 plus 40 is 7. So angle H is 70 degrees. Option number one is the correct option. Option number one is the correct option, that is 70 degrees. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next leg of parallel lines. BD and TG are parallel lines. Which angles are corresponding angles? The corresponding angles are that is angle DCA and angle NH. Angle DCA and angle EFH. They are the congruent angles are transversal to the line that intersects two other lines. Two angles formed by a transversal crossing two lines and corresponding in they are in the matching corners. The transversal is AH. Angle DCA and angle EFH are not corresponding angles. They are not in matching corners. Angle DCA and angle GFC are congruent. They are in matching corners. Angle DCA and angle GFC are congruent angles. Angle GFC and angle DCA. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. HJ and KM are parallel lines. Which angles are interior angles? Okay, JIL and KLL. JIL and KLL. JIL and KLL. They are the alternate interior angles. Angle JIL and angle KL, and they are opposite side of the option 2 is the correct option. That is JIL and KLI is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. HG and KM are parallel lines. Which angles are alternate interior angles? KLI and KLI and JIL are the alternate interior angles. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. JL and MO are parallel lines. Which angles are supplementary angles? Angle M and P and angle O and K, angle M and P and angle M and K. Option number 2 is the correct option. The sum of angle M and P and angle M and K is supplementary angle. Option number 2 is the correct option. AM and FP are parallel lines. Which angles are vertical angles? KLJ and MLO. Yes, they are the vertical angles. Let's check the KLJ and PO. And no option. Number one is the correct option. That is KLJ and MLO are the vertical angles. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself related to the languages around the disease. The next lesson is find lengths and measures of bisected lines and angles. Let's just start with the test question. If an angle measures 14 degree is bisected to form two new angles, what is the failure of each new angle? So and the sum of the angles is 14 degrees. We are going to divide it into two parts. So divided by the two, so that is 7 equals. Each new angle equals 7 degrees. Option number one is the correct option. That is 7 degrees. After bisecting a line segment measuring 20 centimeter, triangle has two line segments. What is the measure of each new line segment? The length of the line is 20 centimeters. So if triangle has two line segments, which is the measure of each new angle bisected. After bisecting it is 10 centimeter and 10 centimeter. So option number one is the correct option, that is 10 centimeters. DE is 12 centimeter long. Point PE is the midpoint of the earth. What is the length of TS? So E is the midpoint, right? That means DE and EF exactly measures exactly the same. So EF is also equal to 12, but you need to find the length of DF. So that is 12 plus 12 equals 20. Your option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option, 24 centimeters. After bisecting a line segment, Jacob has two line segments, each with a measure of 18 inches. What was the measure of the original line? That's 18 degree plus 18 degree equal 36 inches. Option number 1 is the correct option. After bisecting a line segment, Tom has two new line segments, each with a measure of 15 inches. What was the measure of the original line segment? That is 15 degrees plus 15 degree equal 30 degrees. Option number 2 is the correct option. XC is 8 centimeter long. Point Y is the midpoint of XC. What is the length of Y? That is 4 centimeters. Option number 2 is the correct option. After bisecting an angle, Jackie has two new angles, each with a measure of 7 degrees. What was the measure of original angle? The original angle measures 48 degree option permanently. Correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 7 math. Chapter we're working on is two-dimensional figures. The lessons we have covered today are identify complementary, supplementary, vertical, adjacent, and congruent angles. Find measure of complementary, supplementary. Vertical and adjacent angles, transversal and parallel lines. Find length and measures of bisected line and angles. So please make sure before the next session you complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework for the next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available here to help you. Or I think you can write down your question in the chat box and here I will answer all your questions and confusions. Bye bye. Questions you can please ask if you have any. No questions. Okay, then that's all today. See you in the session. Bye.